Hello, ang topic natin is for differential equations, which is solving non-homogeneous DE using reduction of order. So this is another method kapag magsosolve tayo ng non-homogeneous DE. So yung unang method na tinuro ko for solving non-homogeneous DE is using method of undetermined coefficients. So kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung mga video tutorials ko doon, ililink ko na lang sa description para ma-check nyo rin. Okay? Pati na rin yung homogeneous DE, solving homogeneous DE. Para lahat yon sa topic na higher order DE with constant coefficients. So proceed tayo ngayon sa other method, yung using reduction of order. So kasi minsan hindi natin ma-apply yung methods of undetermined coefficient for solving non-homogeneous DE. So pwede tayong gumamit ng other method in that case, which is itong reduction of order, and later pag-aaralan din natin yung variation of parameters. Pero dito muna tayo sa reduction of order. 'Di ba yung non-homogeneous DE natin, okay, takes the form f of dy is equal to r of x. Okay, function of the differential operator d times the dependent variable y equals to r of x. So kapag methods of undetermined coefficient, usually yung r of x natin ay e to the ax, cosine bx, sin bx, or product ng e to the ax cosine bx, or just a power of x, or just a constant. Okay? Pero, paano kung yung r of x natin is hindi nagfo-fall dito? Let's say, cosecant, let's say secant, tangent. Hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yung methods of undetermined coefficients. Okay? Ngayon, gagamit tayo ng reduction of order if that's the case. Pero, kahit mga ganito rin yung ating r of x, yung form ng r of x, pwede pa rin natin gamitan ng reduction of order. Tsaka variation of parameters, other method din yun. Okay? So, di ba ang problema natin kapag non-homogeneous DE, ang form kasi ng general solution is y is equal to yc plus yp. So, sa reduction of order, ganun pa rin, hahanapin pa rin natin si yc by equating yung f of dy is equal to 0. Tapos yung yp naman, mahanap natin by setting yp equal to an arbitrary function of the independent variable, let's say x. So v, pangalanan natin, v of x, times whatever doon sa function doon sa yc. Halimbawa lang 'di ba, yung yc natin can be, let's say, c1 e to the x plus c2 e to the 2x. So second order DE. So pwede kayong mag-assign ng yp equal to v of x. Ito, hanapin nyo to. Times any of the two. Pwede nyong i-times sa e to the x, or pwede rin namang yp is v of x times e to the 2x. Okay, so pwede nyong i-assign as the form of yp. And then, ipa-plug in nyo lang dito sa pinaka-original DE natin. Tapos, so-solve natin ngayon yung function v of x. So sige, para ma-illustrate, medyo magulo kapag wala tayong sample problem, mag-illustrate tayo ng sample problems. solve tayo ng problems ngayon using reduction of order. Solve para mas ma-visualize natin. Solve the following DE. So, using ano tayo ngayon? Reduction of order. Okay, for number 1, sige, simulan natin kay d squared minus 1 y is equal to x minus 1. Yan. So, yung r of x natin, so again, it takes the form f of dy is equal to r of x. So, yung r of x natin is x minus 1. So, actually, solvable to using methods of undetermined coefficient, di ba? Pero, gagamitin natin ngayon is reduction of order. So, ang f of d natin is, eto, yung nakatabi kay y, d squared minus 1. So, hanapin muna natin si YC. Again, yung general solution ng any non-homogeneous DE is y is equal to YC plus YP. So, for YC muna tayo, bale yung d squared minus 1y, equate natin to 0. So, hanapin natin yung solution ng homogeneous DE. Diba? Pag homogeneous DE, naka-equate lang tayo sa 0, that will be for YC. Auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation is f of m is equal to 0. So, palitan natin yung capital D ng m sa f of d. So, magiging m squared minus 1 equals 0. Then, solve for the roots. So, factor na lang natin. Okay, pwede itong i-factor as m minus 1 times m plus 1 equals 0. Difference of two squares, di ba? Tapos, equate each factor to 0. So, m minus 1 is 0 and m plus 1 is 0. So, transpose si negative 1, m is 1. Transpose si negative as a positive 1, m is negative 1. Okay, ito yung m1 tsaka m2. So, anong case to sa homogeneous DE? First case, di ba? Yung roots natin is real and unique. So, therefore, YC is C1 e to the M1x plus C2 e to the M2x. And substituting the values of M1 and M2, YC is C1 e to the M1 is 1 times x plus C2 e to the M2 negative 1 times x. Or simply, C1 e to the 1x is just x na lang, plus C2 e to the negative 1x, pwedeng isulat as e to the negative x. Ayan, so meron na tayong YC. So, problema na lang is YP. So, for YP ngayon, sabi ko nga kanina, yung YP, ilalet natin equals arbitrary function of x, let's say v, hindi to constant function of x yan, times any of the two. Pwedeng e to the x or e to the negative x. So, it's up to you. Sige, try natin para mas madali e to the x. Yan. Hahanapin ngayon natin yung function v. Pag nahanap yung function v, i-times nyo lang sa e to the x, yan yung form ni YP. Pero babalikan natin yung original DE para magawa yon. Ipa-plug in natin dito sa original DE yung form ng YP. Yan. So, from the original DE, isa-substitute natin yung YP form. Okay? Yan. So, pwede nyo i-distribute itong YP, bale, d squared YP minus YP, kasi negative 1 times YP, negative YP, is equal to x minus 1. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan natin ng second derivative ng YP. Given that ito yung ating YP form, v e to the x. So, hanapin muna natin yung first derivative. Okay? So, first derivative will be ito. Anong gagamitin natin? Ito kasi si YP, di ba? Product ng dalawang function. V e to the x, edi product rule. Pag differentiate natin, derivative ng UV is equal or gamit tayo ng ibang derivative ng st na lang is equal to s dt plus t ds. Okay? So, let's say ito si s, ito si t. Yan. Product rule lang to, guys. So, copy mo na yung s, which is the v, times derivative ng t, e to the x, derivative ng e to the x pa rin. Plus, copy the t, which is e to the x, times the derivative ng s, which is v. So, derivative ng v, gawin ko na lang v prime. Sige, v prime. Okay. So, that's the first derivative. Ang kailangan is yung second derivative, di ba? So, i-derivative pa natin itong first derivative. Okay. Derivative ng v e to the x. So, same, di ba? Product rule uli natin. So, derivative nito is ito. V e to the x plus v prime e to the x. Plus, ito pa lang yan derivative pa lang nito. Derivative naman nito, product rule. Okay, let's say ito naman si s, ito si t, product rule. So, s copy, v prime, times derivative ng t, which is yung e to the x, same, e to the x. Plus, copy the t, e to the x, times the derivative ng s, v prime. If first derivative na yung v prime, i-derivative mo pa siya, magiging second derivative na siya, right? Or v double prime na siya. Okay? Tapos, simplify lang natin. Pwedeng i-combine kasi yung similar term. So, ito walang mako-combine, copy, v e to the x, pero itong dalawa pwede, diba? V prime e to the x plus b prime e to the x, that's 2v prime e to the x na. Then plus v double prime e to the x. Yan. So, ito yung d squared yp. I-plug in ngayon natin sa original de. So, yung d squared yp, substitute, ito na siya, diba? So, v e to the x plus 2v prime e to the x plus v double prime e to the x. Then minus the yp. Yung yp natin is, diba, v e to the x. Then equals x minus 1. Tapos, meron pa ba tayong mako-combine? Yes, ito. Makakancel si v e to the x. So, anong matitira? Ito na lang. Sige, unahin ko yung highest derivative, yung v double prime e to the x, then plus 2v prime e to the x is equal to x minus 1. So, pwede nating i-divide both sides by e to the x. Okay? So, makakancel ito, v double prime na lang, tas dito makakancel, 2v prime na lang, tas ito gawin kong x minus 1, angat ko si e to the x, bali magiging e to the negative x. Tapos gamit tayong substitution. Kung ile-let natin, let w be equal to v prime, kapag kinuha yung w prime, second derivative na yan ng v, right? Kasi naka v prime, dinerivative mo si w, magiging v double prime. So, saka nyo i-substitute dito. Bale, we have yung v double prime is magiging w prime plus 2v prime is w, and then x minus 1 e to the negative x. Yan. So, ano kayang itsura or anong type ng DE? Diba na-reduce natin to first order? Anong type yan? So, kung gagawin ko siyang yung yung w prime, pwede siyang dw over dx plus 2w is equal to x minus 1 e to the negative x. Diba magiging linear? Linear DE in W. So, dependent variable si W, independent variable si X. So, maganda na panood nyo na yung mga video ko sa first order DE, di ba? How to solve linear DE, di ba? Naturo ko na yan, sige, link ko na lang din sa description, tsaka sa playlist sa DE. So, paano isa-solve ito? So, given tayo ng, di ba, ang form natin is dW over dx plus P of X times W is equal to Q of X. Pag pinatter natin, so ito na yung dW over dx. So, ito yung W. Ano yung P of X? Yung nakamultiply na function of X kay W, which is yung constant 2. Tapos yung Q of X is yung function sa right side, which is yung X minus 1 e to the negative X. So, paano isolve ang first order linear DE? Hahanap ng integrating factor or IF. Diba? Equal, ano integrating factor natin? Formula is e to the integral ng P of X dx. So, e to the integral, P of X is substitute 2. Right? So, pwede nyo na lang igilid yung 2 kasi constant times the integral ng dx. So, e to the 2 integral ng dx is x. Yan. So, therefore, yung integrating factor is e to the 2x. Now, paano yung general solution? So, yung general solution is yung dependent variable w times the integrating factor is equal to the integral ng q of x times the integrating factor dx plus c. Pero for now, wag natin lagyan ng plus c. Okay? Kasi yung c natin dyan is yung c1, c2 na dun sa yc. Disregard nyo yung mga constant of integration kapag naghahanap tayo ngayon ng yp using reduction of order. So, substitute natin. W, ano integrating factor? E to the 2x equals integral ng q of x. Ano yung q of x? Ito. So, x minus 1 e to the negative x times the integrating factor e to the 2x. Yan. So, simplifying w e to the 2x is integral ng x minus 1 e to the negative x times e to the 2x. So, since same base tayo na e, copy, and then add the exponent. Negative x plus 2x or x na lang, di ba? Yan. So, the problem is how to integrate x minus 1 e to the x. Integration by parts. Pwede, no? Integration by parts. Gamit tayo ng DI method. Ito, naturo ko to sa integral calculus playlist ko, di ba? DI method. Yan. So, DI method. So, kapag case na ganito, function of power of x and e to the something, case 1, lagi nyo i-differentiate yung x minus 1, yung power of x, then integrate yung e to the x. Tapos lagyan nyo ng alternating sign plus minus. Stop kayo mag-differentiate pag na-reach nyo yung derivative na 0. So, first derivative muna ng x minus 1, derivative ng x is 1, minus derivative ng 1, 0. So, 1 na lang. Right? And then, hindi pa 0. Isa pang derivative. Derivative ng 1, yan, 0 na. So, stop ka na dyan. So, tatapatan nyo tong dalawang term sa derivative ng integral ng e to the x. Eh, di ba ang integral ng e to the x, pare-pareho lang na e to the x. So, integral ng e to the x, e to the x. Isa pa, integral ng e to the x, e to the x pa rin. So, therefore, ang sagot, paano kaya yung sagot? Product nitong diagonal terms. So, bale, yung integral ng x minus 1 e to the x is, ito, product nito. So, including the sign convention sa gilid, positive x minus 1 quantity times e to the x. So, x minus 1 e to the x. And then ito rin, product ng terms na negative 1 times e to the x, negative 1 e to the x, or negative x, negative e to the x. Ayan yung integral nito. x minus 1 e to the x minus e to the x. Pero, equate pa natin sa left side, don't forget, w e to the 2x. Yan. Pag sinolve natin si w, divide natin both sides by e to the 2x. Yan. So, makakancel, w is, so pwede nyo i-distribute. Diba? Or kasi pwede tong pwede tong i-factor nyo to, di ba? X minus 1 times e to the x. So, w is, tapos over e to the 2x. So, pwedeng x minus 2 e to the x over e to the 2x. Di ba? Tapos, w, kapag division naman ng same base, ang gagawin, kasi same base e, x minus 2, copy the base e, and then subtract the exponent. Numerator, x, minus denominator, 2x. Which is, ano yan? Anong sagot natin? E to the negative x. So, ito yung w. But, ang substitution natin for w, remember, v dapat, di ba? In terms of v, w is equal to v prime, right? But w is v prime. So, substitute nyo sa w is v prime, equate dito sa x minus 2 e to the negative x. Yan. So, kailangang ma-solve si v prime. Di ba pag naka-v prime first derivative, para ma-undo yung prime, ma-solve si v, integrate na lang natin both sides. Okay, with respect to x. So, integral ng v prime, babalik ka na sa v. So, the problem na lang is how to integrate x minus 2 e to the negative x. Integration by parts ulit. Di ba? So, using integration by parts, DI method. So, DI ulit. Lagay tayong alternating sign plus, minus, plus. So, sa case 1 ulit ng DI method, yung ilalagay nyo sa derivative is yung x minus 2. And then sa integral is yung e to the negative x. So, mag-stop tayong mag-differentiate hanggang ma-reach ang derivative na 0. So, first derivative ng x minus 2, derivative ng x is 1, minus derivative ng 2, 0. So, 1 minus 0 or 1 na lang. So, hindi pa siya 0. I-first derivative pa na, i-second derivative pa natin. Or i-derivative natin itong 1, 0 na. Yan. So, stop na tayo. Then, tapatan nyo ng dalawang integral ito for e to the negative x. So, ano bang shortcut kapag this time hindi na siya e to the x, may negative? Particularly negative 1, di ba? Ang shortcut formula, para hindi na tayo mag-usab, integral ng e to the ax dx is equal to 1 over a e to the ax plus c. So, yung a natin dito is yung coefficient ng x na negative 1. So, integral ng e to the negative 1x is 1 over a, which is yung negative 1. Then, copy yung same function e to the ax na e to the negative x. 1 over negative 1, negative 1. So, ang integral ng e to the negative x is negative e to the negative x. So, isa pa, tatapatan nyo to. Bale, negative, copy constant, times integral uli ng e to the negative x. E di ito, diba? Negative e to the negative x. So, magiging negative of negative, positive na siya. Oops, nabara. Yan. Tapos, same, paghanap ng value ng integral, product nitong diagonal terms, including yung sign convention sa gilid. So, ito, tsaka ito. So, therefore, v is equal to the integral nito, product nitong term. So, positive quantity x minus 2 times negative e to the negative x. So, bale, negative quantity x minus 2 times e to the negative x. Okay? Then, ito naman, negative 1 times e to the negative x, bale, negative e to the negative x. Or i-factor out natin yung e to the negative x. Ito. Tapos sa parenthesis, add natin yung dalawang coefficient. Diba? Negative x minus 2 minus 1. Or that's, bale, distribute yung negative, negative x plus 2. Negative times negative 2, positive 2, minus 1, e to the negative x. So, v is negative x plus 2 minus 1, positive 1, times e to the negative x. Ayan. So, di ba yung yp natin kanina, recall, that is equal to v, ano uli yun? Yp is what? V e to the x. So, pwede na nating i-substitute yung v. Diba? Yp is v to the x. Substitute yung nakuhang v na negative x plus 1 times e to the negative x. Ito pa lang si v. Ita-times mo pa sa e to the x. So, yp is negative x plus 1. Ano yung e to the negative x times e to the x? So, same base, copy e. Then add the exponent, negative x plus x, which is 0. Right? But e to the 0 is 1. So, therefore, yung yp lang natin is just negative x plus 1. Okay, so therefore, makukuha natin yung general solution ng non-homogeneous DE, y is yc plus yp. Alam na natin yung yc kanina. Balikan lang natin. Ano ba si yc kanina? Ito, no? Yan. So, copy ko yung yc. C1 e to the x plus C2 e to the negative x. Plus the yp, yung kakakuha pa lang natin, negative x plus 1. Or, gawin ko na lang, alisin ko to tapos, followed by minus x plus 1. So, ito yung general solution. Y is C1 e to the x plus C2 e to the negative x minus x plus 1. So, pwede nyo rin itong i-check, gusto nyo, using methods of undetermined coefficient. Solvable din to using method of undetermined coefficient. Okay, next. Sige, problem number 2. For problem number 2, try natin ito. D squared plus 1 y is equal to cosecant x. Okay, this time, hindi na magwo-work ito kapag ginamitan natin ng methods of undetermined coefficient. Kasi, yung r of x natin is kakaiba na siya, cosecant. Diba sa methods of undetermined coefficient, never tayong nagbigay ng ganitong function. Either sine lang, cosine, power of x, constant, or e to the something. So, kaya ngayon, gagamitan na talaga natin to ng other method, which is ito, reduction of order. So, una, bale, ang general solution nito, non-homogeneous DE, y is yc plus yp. Bale, hanapin muna natin si yc. Diba yung f of d natin dito is yung nakatabi kay y, d squared plus 1. So, para hanapin si yc, equate lang muna natin tong d squared plus 1, y to 0. Gagawin yung homogeneous sa same process. And then, hanapin yung auxiliary equation. Bale, that's f of m is equal to 0. So, palitan nyo lang yung d sa f of d ng m. Bale, magiging m squared plus 1 equals 0. Then solve for the roots. So transpose lang natin si positive 1 sa kanan, bale m squared is negative 1. Then pwede natin kuhain yung square root ng both sides. Bale square root ng m squared, m na lang. Then magkakaroon tayo ng plus minus square root ng negative 1. I, di ba? So anong case to sa homogeneous DE? Case 3 yung merong complex conjugate roots, di ba? Bale, if the roots of the auxiliary equation is a plus minus bi, so sa ating given, wala tayong a yung real part, pwede nyo isulat 0 plus minus I. So a is 0, tapos yung b is yung coefficient ng I, yung 1, right? B is 1. Therefore, ang form natin ng YC kapag ganyan, case 3, C1 e to the AX cosine BX plus C2 e to the AX sine BX. So, substituting, YC is C1 e to the A0 X cosine B 1 X plus C2 e to the A0 X sine B 1X. Okay, pero yung e to the 0x is just 1. Right? Mga 1 lang yan. So, YC natin is C1 cosine X na lang kasi 1X, C2 sine X. Ayan. So, for YP naman tayo. For YP, ganun uli. Let YP be equal to function of V, function of X yan, hindi constant ha. Tapos pipili kayo sa dalawa. Pwedeng sin X or cosine X. So, depende sa inyo. Sige, try natin cosine X. Pero pwede rin yung itry sin X. Yan. So, para ma-solve si V, balikan natin yung original DE. So, same process na lang to. Ang original DE natin is ito. Okay, ipapalit nyo yung YP form dito. Substitute YP. Bale, d squared plus 1 YP is equal to cosecant X. So, distribute natin si YP. Bale, d squared YP plus 1 times YP is equal to cosecant X. So, kailangan natin yung second derivative ng YP. So, simulan natin kay first derivative muna. Given that yung YP form is V cosine X. Yan. So, ipa-product rule uli natin. Diba? Derivative ng, let's say, ST is SDT plus TDS. So, S si V, tapos T si cosine X. So, copy the S, which is V, times derivative nung T, which is yung cosine. Anong derivative ng cosine? Negative sine X. Plus, copy the T, which is cosine X, times derivative nung S, which is the V. Lagyan nyo lang ng prime. Okay, V prime. Lagyan ko na si V prime. So, therefore, DYP is V times negative sine X, negative V sine X, plus V prime cosine X. Yan. So, second derivative talaga yung kailangan natin, di ba? So, i-derivative pa natin tong first derivative. Okay? So, product rule ulit for this part. Bale, let's say ito naman si negative B, si S, tapos T si sin X. So, SDT plus TDS, copy the S, negative V, then derivative ng sin X, yung DT, cosine X. Okay? Tapos, plus, copy the T, which is sin X, times derivative ng S, yung negative V. Bale, magiging negative B prime, right? Or alisin ko na itong plus, gawin kong minus v prime na lang. Tapos, v prime cosine x, ito pa lang to derivative pa lang yan ito. Itong terms na yan. Yan. Isa pa, yung derivative naman nito. Another product rule. Again, ito si S, ito si T. So, plus S copy yung v prime. Derivative ng T, cosine. Ang derivative ng cosine, negative sine x. Then, plus T, ds. So, T is cosine copy. Derivative ng S, which is yung v prime. So, first derivative na siya. Derivative mo pa magiging v double prime. Right? So, simplifying, may mako-combine ba tayo? Ito. Diba? So, negative v cosine x. Kasi ito, negative v prime sine x plus magiging ano to? Kasi negative sign siya, so minus v prime sine x na. Right? Minus v prime sine x. Negative v prime sine x minus negative v prime sine x, negative 2. Negative 2 v prime sine x. Then plus, ito, yung v double prime cosine x. Yan. Sige, i-substitute na natin ngayon dito sa original DE. Diba ito yon? Okay, so yung d squared yp ngayon is ito, negative v cosine x minus 2v double prime sine x plus v double prime cosine x, then plus the yp. Yung yp natin, ano nga ulit si yp? Ito, positive v cosine x. So, substitute natin, v cosine x equals cosecant x. Meron ba tayong mako-combine? Yes, ito. Si negative v cosine x plus v cosine x makakancel. Sige, unahin ko na lang tong highest derivative, yung v double prime cosine x followed by negative, mali. Wala pala to. Ano lang pala to? V prime lang, sorry. Diba? V prime lang siya. Minus 2v prime sine x equals cosecant x. So, divide ko both sides by, kasi magiging linear DU ulit ito Okay? Divide ko both sides by yung coefficient ng v double prime cosine x. So, distribute, dito rin pala. Yan. Bale, v double prime cosine x over cosine x minus 2v double prime sine x over cosine x is equal to cosecant x over cosine x. Okay. So, ito makakancel. Right? So, v double prime minus 2v prime. Ano yung identity for sine x? Over cosine x. Tangent, right? Tangent x. Tapos, ito pwede kong gawing cosecant x. Kasi yung 1 over cosine x, pwede siyang secant. Yan. Wala lang, ginawa ko lang ganyan. Tapos, mag-introduce ulit tayo ng another variable. Let w be equal to v prime. Therefore, w prime is v double prime. Parang sa problem number 1, di ba? Para pag sinubstitute natin, v double prime is w prime minus 2v prime is w, tangent x equals cosecant x secant x. So, kung gusto nyo naka-Leibniz notation, dw over dx w prime minus 2, unahin ko si tan x, times w equals cosecant x secant x. So, again, linear DE. linear DE in W. Takes the form dW over dx plus P of XW is equal to Q of X. Diba? Pag pinatter natin, ito na yung dW over dx, ito si W, ano si P of X? Yung function of X na nakamultiply kay W, bali si negative 2. Okay? Negative 2 tan X. Ano si Q of X? Yung function of X sa right side, which is cosecant X secant X. So, paano nga uli isolve itong linear DE? Hanapin yung integrating factor. That's e to the integral ng P of X dx, right? So, e to the integral P of X, substitute, negative 2 tan X dx. So, pwede nating ilabas na lang itong negative 2. Okay? Kasi constant. E to the negative 2, integral ng tan X dx. So, e to the negative 2, ano ang integral ng tan X dx? Diba? Pwede siyang negative ln ng cosine X. Okay? So, i-multiply nyo ngayon, negative 2 times negative ln cosine X. E to the positive 2, ln cosine X. Tapos, by power rule of logarithm, pwedeng maging exponent ni cosine x yung 2. Bale, magiging e to the ln ng cosine squared x. Tapos, by inverse property, e to the ln makakancel yan. Matitira is yung absolute value ng cosine squared x na lang. Pero hindi na mahalaga yung absolute value kahit yung cosine squared x na lang ang kuhain nating final integrating factor. Yan. So, pag nakuha yung integrating factor, general solution na, di ba? So, general solution, dependent variable W times the integrating factor equal to the integral ng Q of X times the integrating factor dx plus C. Pero again, wag na natin isama yung plus C muna. So, substitute natin W integrating factor cosine squared X equals integral ng ano si Q of X kanina. Q of X is ito, di ba? Cosecant X secant X times the integrating factor cosine squared X dx. So, paano i-integrate yan? Okay. Bale, gawin kong, kasi di ba ito ay, yung cosecant X, 1 over sine X. Yung secant X, 1 over cosine X times cosine squared X dx. So, makakancel ito. Matitira is integral ng 1 over sine X times cosine X na lang. Which is, cosine X over sine X, di ba, cot X dx. So, ano ang integral ng cotangent X? Di ba, ln ng sine X. Yan. So, bring down na lang natin tong W cosine squared X. So, pag sinolve natin si W, divide both sides by cosine squared X. So, cancel. So, W is, kasi yung cosine squared X sa denominator, yung 1 over cosine, di ba, that's secant X. Eh, kasi naka-square siya, gawin yung squared. Times ln ng sine X. Okay, so ito yung W. But, may substitution tayo kay W. W is V prime, di ba? So, substitute nyo ngayon, W dito as V prime equals secant squared X ln ng sine X. So, the goal is to find the V. Para mahanap yung V, alisin nyo yung prime, first derivative, i-integrate both sides. So, integral ng v prime, ma-undo yung first derivative, yung prime niya, babalik na lang siya sa v. So, the problem na lang is to evaluate the integral ng secant squared x ln sin x. Ano kayang technique of integration? So, try nating integration by parts. Okay, gamit naman tayo ng integral ng u dv is equal to uv minus integral ng v du. Pwede rin kayo mag-di method. Okay, so let u be equal to yung madaling yung dv kasi para doon sa mas madaling ma-integrate. Si secant squared x kasi standard naman yan, right? Secant squared x dx tapos yung u is the ln sin x. Yan. So, kapag nag-let u tayo, i-derivative natin yung u. Derivative ng u du, derivative ng ln sin x, diba 1 over sin x times chain rule derivative ng cosine x. Positive. Derivative ng sin x is positive cosine x. So, du is 1 over sin x cosine x cotangent x. Yeah, right, diba? Tama. Tapos si dv, i-integrate natin. Integral ng dv, v. Ito, standard nga to, kaya ko pinili na dv yung secant squared x dx. Integral ng secant squared x dx is tan x. So, therefore, integral ng secant squared x ln sin x dx, okay, that's the u dv na natin, equal to uv, u natin is ln sin x times the v, which is tan x, then minus the integral of v, which is tan x, times du, which is cot x dx. So, we have, sige, unahin ko si tan x times ln of sin x, then minus integral ng, di ba yung tan x saka cot x, reciprocal of each other. Equal yan sa 1. Right? Or, integral na lang ng dx. So, therefore, we have tan x ln sin x minus integral ng dx x. So, yan na yung value ng v. Diba? Okay. Para makuha yung yp, diba yung yp is equal to what? Ato, v cosine x. Yp is v cosine x. I-substitute na natin ngayon yung value ng v nakakakuha pa lang natin. Diba yung tan x ln sin x minus x, then times the cosine x. Okay, pwede nyo i-distribute ngayon si cosine x. So, yp is tan x ln sin x. Unahin ko dito sa unahan na lang si cosine x. Yan, cosine x, then minus x times cosine x. Simplify nyo pa to, kasi yung tan x, di ba, that's sin x over cosine x. Right? So, makakancel nyo tong cosine x. So, matitira, yp is sin x ln sin x minus x cosine x. Ayan, yan na yung ating yp. So, pwede na natin ngayon makuha yung general solution na for non-homogeneous DE, y is equal to yc plus yp. Alam na natin yung yc kanina, balikan lang natin yung form ng yc. Yung yc ay ito, di ba? C1 cosine x plus C2 sin x. Tapos, plus the yp, which is ito, plus sin x, ln sin x, minus x cosine x. So, this is the general solution. Gets? Okay, sige. Isa pa. Problem number 3. For problem number 3, what if d squared plus 2d plus 1 y is equal to e to the x minus 1 raised to the negative 2. Okay. So again, non-homogeneous DE, f of dy is equal to r of x. So hindi na uli magwo-work dito yung methods of undetermined coefficient. Kasi kakaiba yung r of x nyo, e to the x minus 1 raised to the negative 2. So gagamit na tayo ng other methods na kaya, which is yung reduction of order. Pwede rin to by variation of parameters. Pero reduction of order tayo uli. So, ang general solution is y is equal to yc plus yp. Yung f of d natin is, ito, yung nakatabi kay y, d squared plus 2d plus 1. So, hanapin muna natin yung yc. For yc, equate lang natin to 0. Ito, equate natin to 0 yung d squared plus 2d plus 1 y. Diba? Tapos, hanapin yung auxiliary equation. Bale, f of m is 0. So, palitan natin yung m dito sa f of d. Palitan natin yung capital D ng m sa f of d. Bale, magiging m squared plus 2m plus 1 is 0. Then, solve for the roots. O, pwede itong ma-factor. Dalawang binomial. Factors ng m squared is m times m. Factors ng constant 1, 1 and 1. Diba? Tama-tama, 1m plus 1m is 2. Actually, perfect square trinomial. Diba? Same yung binomial factors. So, equate each factor to 0. M plus 1 is 0. M plus 1 is 0. Then, solve for m transpose. Pareho silang negative 1. Right? So, anong case to for homogeneous DE? Kapag repeated roots, case 2. Paano isulat yon? Ito si M1, ito si M2. Case 2, kapag general solution ng repeated roots na dalawa, bale C1 e to the M1x plus C2x e to the M2x. Ito, naturo ko to sa homogeneous DE. So, substitute YC is C1 e to the M1, so negative x, negative 1x, plus C2x e to the M2, negative 1x. Or YC is just C1 e to the negative x plus C2x e to the negative x. So, may YC na tayo. For YP naman, for YP, ganun ulit, let YP be equal to V, function of x, times any of the two. So, syempre, piliin natin yung mas madali. E to the x or x e to the x. Ito na lang e to the x. Diba? So, para mahanap si B, balikan natin yung original DE. Ang original DE ay ito. So, substitute natin substitute yung YP dito. So, yung Y, papalitan nito ng YP. Yan. So, pwede nating i-distribute si YP. Bale, d squared YP plus 2dyp plus YP is e to the x minus 1 to the negative 2. Ayan. So, kailangan natin ng dyp first derivative, d squared YP second derivative. Kuhain natin pareho. First derivative muna. So, yung YP natin ay v e to the negative x. So, first derivative, product ng vn e to the negative x, edi gagamit ng product rule. Derivative ng st is s dt plus t ds. So, let's say si s yung v, tapos si t is e to the negative x. Product rule, copy the s, v, derivative ng e to the negative x, yung t. E to the negative x by chain rule times the derivative ng negative x, negative 1. Okay. Then, plus, copy the t, e to the negative x times derivative ng s, v, v prime. Or, dyp is, so v times negative 1, negative v e to the negative x, plus v prime e to the negative x. Next, so second derivative naman tayo. So again, pwede tayong gumamit ng product rule dito. Ito si s, ito si t. So copy the s dt plus tds product rule, negative v, times the derivative ng t, e to the negative x, bale e to the negative x times negative 1, di ba? Plus, copy the t, e to the negative x, times derivative ng s na negative b. Bale, negative v prime, right? Next, so ito pa lang yan ha. Yung derivative pa lang to ng negative b to the negative x. Ito naman, derivative ng v prime e to the negative x. Sige, product rule uli, ito si s, ito si t. So, plus, copy the s, v prime, times derivative ng dt, derivative ng t na e to the negative x times 1. Plus, copy the t, e to the negative x, times derivative ng s yung v prime. So, v prime na siya, derivative mo pa, magiging v double prime. So, simplify lang natin, bali, negative v times negative 1. Positive v e to the negative x. Ito magiging negative v prime e to the negative x. Ito magiging negative v prime e to the negative x plus v double prime e to the negative x. Tapos pwedeng i-combine ito. Itong negative v prime e to the negative x. So, sigunahin natin itong highest power, yung v double prime e to the negative x, and then negative v e to the negative v prime e to the negative x minus v prime e to the negative x, negative 2 na yan. V prime e to the negative x. Then plus v e to the negative x. Ayan, so substitute na natin sa original DE. Diba, ito yung original DE natin, copy. So, yung d squared yp, ito na siya. Copy ko na lang. Sige, ito. Ito yung na-derive natin, di ba? Okay. Plus 2 times dyp. Ano yung dyp? Ito. Copy ko na lang. First derivative. Hindi kasya. Urong natin. Yan. Kinopy-paste ko na lang kasi. Yan na. So, 2 times first derivative, yan. Plus the yp. Yung yp, v e to the negative x. V e to the negative x equals e to the x minus 1 to the negative 2. So, distribute natin tong 2. So, copy ko ito. Bale, 2 times negative v e to the negative x, negative 2v e to the negative x. 2 times v prime e to the negative x, positive 2v prime e to the negative x, then plus v e to the negative x, ito, copy, equals e to the x minus 1 to the negative 2. Yan. May mako-combine ba tayo? Ito, maka-cancel. Cancel. Tapos, ay mali. Ito pala yun. Ito. Diba, negative 2v prime e to the negative x plus 2v prime e to the negative x cancel. Tapos, v prime, v e to the negative x plus v e to the negative x, 2v e to the negative x. May minus 2v e to the negative x ka, maka-cancel. Diba? Cancel yan. Ano natira na lang is, ito. V double prime e to the negative x is equal to e to the x minus 1 to the negative 2. Yan. Pag sinolve natin si v double prime, multiply ko both sides by, kasi ito is equal sa v prime, kapag e to the negative x, that's over x. That's over e to the x, diba? Same lang yan. So, i-multiply ko both sides by e to the x. So, cancel si e to the x, b double prime is, so e to the x times e to the x minus 1 raised to the negative 2. Try natin i-integrate once with respect to x. So, yung v double prime, i-integrate nyo ng isang beses, mawawala yung isang prime. Magiging v prime, di ba? So, integrate ngayon natin to. Pwede tayong gumamit ng u sub. Let u be equal to e to the x minus 1. Derivative ng u, du. Derivative ng e to the x minus 1, e to the x minus 0, or e to the x na lang dx. So, tamang-tama, meron kasi tayong e to the x dx term. Ito na yan, di ba? So, pag sinubstitute natin, magiging integral ng e to the x minus 1, u, raised to the negative 2, and then itong e to the x dx is du na lang. So, power rule, integral ng u to the negative 2. U to the negative 2 plus 1 over negative 2 plus 1. Or, u to the negative 2 plus 1 negative 1 over negative 2 plus 1 negative 1. So, gawin nating positive exponent, pababa si u, tas magkakaroon siya ng negative sign, bale negative 1 over u to the first, or u na lang. Pero ibabalik natin yung u to e to the x minus 1. E to the x minus 1. So, ito yung integral nito, which is naka-equate kanina sa v prime, di ba? So, isa pa, kasi v ang kailangan natin, may v prime pa tayo, integrate pa natin both sides ulit. So, pag in-integrate yung v prime, ma-undo na yung prime niya, first derivative, b na siya. So, the problem na lang is to evaluate this integral. Sige, so gilid ko na lang tong negative, tapos magiging 1 over e to the x minus 1 dx. Mag-multiply tayo both numerator and denominator by e to the negative x. Yan, pwede yan. kung na-encounter niyo yung ganitong technique. Bale, 1 times e to the negative x, e to the negative x. Tapos, distribute nyo tong e to the negative x sa bawat term. E to the x times e to the negative x minus 1 times e to the negative x dx. Bale, e to the negative x over, di ba e to the x times e to the negative x is copy the base x and add the exponent x minus x, which is 0. Minus e to the negative x. But e to the 0 is 1. So, magiging negative e to the negative x over 1 minus e to the negative x dx. Yan. Kaya ko yan ginawa para makapag-use sub na tayo. Diba? Pwede na nating i-use sub yung denominator. 1 minus e to the negative x. Derivative ng u, du. Derivative ng 1, constant 0. Minus derivative ng e to the negative x. Bale, e to the negative x times chain rule, derivative ng negative x, negative 1. Times dx. So, du is, bale, ito wala na yung 0, negative times negative 1, positive na siya, e to the negative x dx, which is meron tayo sa numerator na to, right? So, saktong-sakto na integral. Bale, negative integral ng e to the negative x dx is du na lang over 1 minus e to the negative x, u. So, we have negative, standard ito, integral ng du over u, ln u. Okay, pero ibabalik natin yung u as 1 minus e to the negative x. 1 minus e to the negative x. So, ito na yung value nung v. Diba? V yung value niyan. So, meron na tayong yp given by v times, ano nga ba yung ginamit natin kanina? Yp is v e to the negative x. So, substitute, yp is v, which is negative ln ng 1 minus e to the negative x times e to the negative x. Or unahin ko na lang to. So, negative ng e to the negative x, ln ng 1 minus e to the negative x. Yan. So, therefore, yung general solution na natin ngayon is for non-homogeneous DE, y is equal to yc plus yp. So, y is, so ano ulit si yc? Yung nakuha natin kanina, eto. C1 e to the negative x plus C2x e to the negative x. So, copy ko na lang. Okay, and then, yung yp, ito, negative e to the negative x, ln ng 1 minus e to the negative x. Yan. So, this is the general solution. Okay? Ayan. So, nakasolve din tayo ng tatlong problems ba? Yes. Okay. So, this is for the topic solving non-homogeneous DE using reduction of order. Yan. So, another method na ito for solving non-homogeneous DE aside sa methods of undetermined coefficient. So, sige, see you on my next video tutorial, guys, para manonotify kayo kung meron tayong video tutorials. Follow nyo lang ako sa account and subscribe din kayo sa ating channel, Engineered Math YouTube. Lilink ko na lang sa description yung mga past video tutorials natin for differential equations. Okay? Tsaka yung pinaka-playlist ng differential equations para mapanood nyo lahat ng mga video tutorials ko sa DE simula sa unang lesson hanggang last lesson. Para meron kayong guide, video tutorials playlist from me for the whole subject sa DE. So good luck sa mga nagtitake ng differential equations. Kayang-kaya nyo yan. Practice lang kayong mag-solve ng maraming problems and manood kayo ng mga video tutorials ko. I-marathon nyo lang. Sige, see you on my next video tutorial. God bless everyone. Padayon, future engineers. Bye-bye!